How are you, my class 7 English version students? Hope everyone is okay and fine. We also take our repeat class. Our first topics was lower organisms. We also give this class before. Now today is our lesson 7, 8 and 9. What's the lesson 7? Lesson 7, entamoeba. And lesson 8 and 9, role of microbes in creating health hazards. First, entamoeba. There are two types of dysentery, such as amoeboic and second is bacillary. One type of bacillus bacteria is responsible for causing bacillary dysentery. Amoeboic dysentery is caused by the infection of one kind of unicellular animal, entamoeba. So, our main lesson is amoeboic dysentery that caused by entamoeba. Please everyone see the boards. I also draw a entamoeba. Here, some figure is nucleus, food vacuole, plasmalemma, ectoplasm and endoplasm. What's the difference between ectoplasm and endoplasm? Ectoplasm means out layer and endoplasm means inner layer. And pseudopodia, I also give you the main theme is pseudopodia. Pseudo means lie, podia means leg. Next is red blood cells, and here entamoeba is have bacteria and nucleus. Now we also know about the entamoeba. Entamoeba is a unicellular organism which belongs to the kingdom Protista. They cannot be seen with bare eyes. Its body has no definite shape because they continuously change size and shape. Their body is transparent and jelly-like. In adverse environments, sometimes they cover the body with hard and round covering. This condom is known as cyst. They live in parasites in large intestines of men, monkeys, cats, dogs, pigs and rats. Entamoeba for causing a kind of dysentery is responsible. Again, entamoeba reproduces by cell division and sporulation processes. In sporulation process, protoplasm of the cell divides into many parts and produces small spores. In favorable condition, each spore grows into a new entamoeba. The patient bears the germs without any symptoms. So, it's very dangerous because it's also caused without any symptoms. It is very difficult to cure amoeboic dysentery completely. The disease is completely cured when a competent doctor is consulted and taken proper medicines. Listen students, I also gave the idea about entamoeba. Entamoeba, what's the symptoms of entamoeba? Basically, entamoeba, there are two types of dysentery such as amoeboic and bacillary. Our next topics, lesson 8 and 9. Here, role of microbes in creating health hazards. First, I also give you the bacteria. Bacteria may get entrance in different processes. Dirty hands may act as suitable carrier for germs. Bacteria can enter into the mouth through dirty hand. Bacterial spores may also be transported with the clothes that we use. Bacterial spores may travel from one place to another with the dust in the air. Bacteria may easily get transferred through shaking hands. Germs disperses easily through stale and rotten foods. Two bacterial diseases I also explain. One is cholera and typhoid are bacterial diseases. They are also waterborne disease. Okay. Once spread of disease caused by virus, bacteria and entamoeba was very high. It was caused due to the shortage of safe water, defecation, defection and urination hither and thither create risk in public health. Animals feeding on these fecal matters disperse the germs from one place to another. Besides, the rainwater and tidal water also spread the germs to distant places. In many areas of our country, there is no sanitary latrine and the people use fields or unhygienic latrines for defecation. Entamoeba infested fecal matters get mixed with the soil. Handling that soil contaminates hands. Vegetables grows in those soils are also contaminated. Vegetables sometimes contaminated with entamoeba germs. After normal cooking, entamoeba germs are still alive. Entamoeba is transmitted in these ways. Now, I also give you the explain about virus. When infected with virus, sometimes it is cured normally within 2 or 4 days without any medical help. But some diseases need long-term treatment. Virus of cough and cold spread through coughing, spitting and sneezing. Mosaic disease of plants are transmitted with simple contacts. AIDS, the full abbreviation is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, is still not curable. AIDS is transmitted when blood from infected person is taken. Taking drugs by those who are addicted. Using same needle many times. While taking injectable medicines and involvement in immoral trafficking. Mumps, pox, measles, etc. are very painful diseases. These viral diseases are transmitted through air and get into the respiratory tract. Listen, my students, in this recent time, we also suffer about coronavirus. Corona is also another dangerous virus which is transmitted from one place to another with the help of man. Okay? Lesson 10. Prevention and remedy of health hazards caused by microbes. I also give you the shortly because our last topic was prevention and remedy of health hazards caused by microbes. For prevention and remedy of the diseases caused by virus, bacteria, fungi and entamoeba, a joint effort is needed to follow the rules of hygiene carefully. First is, here we also know the hygienic methods. First is, it should be kept in mind that a weak health runs the risk of being attacked by disease. So everybody should take balanced diet regularly according to the needs of body. Only meat and fish cannot meet the demand of the balanced food. Taking vegetables and fruits along with this can fulfill the demand of balanced diet. Vitamins and mineral salts are important for maintaining good health and developing resistance against disease. Next comes the use of sanitary latrine, cleaning and washing hands and mouth following health rules. Having regular nail cuts, brushing the tooth and taking bath using toilet soap are also very important for the prevention of disease. I think it's also a main point for the prevent from disease. Not spitting on the road, using masks or handkerchief while walking in dusty road and covering face with handkerchief while coughing and sneezing are good efforts for resisting in spread of germs. After wiping off cough with the handkerchief, it is essential to wash it when returning home. If possible, you can use tissue paper for wiping cough. One should avoid using or coming into contact with usable things of the deceased persons. It is important that drinking water should be safe. To avoid cholera, typhoid and bacterial diseases, it is a must to take safe drinking water. In the previous lesson, I also tell you cholera, typhoid also waterborne disease. We should use safe water for drinking, bathing, washing clothes and utensils. Water from arsenic free tubewell is safe. Even clear water from ponds and rivers should be boiled properly before use. Man, animal and birds should be treated properly when they are ill. Birds with bird flu birds should be killed and buried under the soil. Cattle, when suffer from mad cow or anthrax disease, should be killed because during its treatment, other animals may be attacked with such disease. Encourage everybody for leading a hygienic life. You are to have clear idea about how germs get inside human body and how to resist them. Discussions may be initiated in schools, mosques, temples, playgrounds, marketplaces and places where a large number of people gather. The best preventive measure is to make people aware of it. When attacked, the patient should call in a doctor and take his advice. If needed, medicine should be taken. Treatment of a quack doctor leads off, not quack, it's also a wrong. Treatment of a quick doctor leads of complication instead of curing it. We have much responsible reading regarding it. Listen, my students. This lesson is also meant by lower organisms. We also explain about the microorganisms, classify microorganisms, virus, bacteria and amoeba this previous class. Today I also give the briefing of entamoeba to be self-conscious and make other conscious about fungal infections, to explain the risks and way out from human health hazards created by virus, bacteria and entamoeba, to be self-conscious and also make other conscious to resist these health hazards. So these topics is very important topics for your half-yearly exam. Basically to explain the risks and way out from human health hazards created by virus, bacteria and entamoeba. Please everyone learn it very attentively. Thank you.